Hello from Burley in the New Forest, famous for smugglers, ponies and witches. And tonight on Inside Out, we try to catch the scammers casting spells of bad luck on their victims.
I was very scared with the letter that came to me one day telling me that if I didn't reply, I was going to come to harm.
I'm John Cuthill and this is Inside Out for the south of England. First tonight, according to a YouGov poll, nearly 1 in 4 of us say we've consulted a psychic. No surprise then that the scammers are trying to take full advantage of that. When we found out they were taking some for thousands of pounds and leaving people scared to leave their own homes, we thought we'd better investigate. This then is the Clairvoyant scam. I wonder if they'll see us coming.
I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. And
No, I know, I'm late, I know. But is there any way I can get to you without turning left again? There's some very strange letters being delivered across southern England. Left, that's good. Including one from someone who says he wants to protect people from harm. I can't turn left. One thing that will apparently help is not taking 3 left turns in a row. I can only do 2 lefts. I knew I should have taken the bus. But you know what? Some of what's being sent in the post really isn't funny for the people on the receiving end.
When I knew you were coming, I baked a cake,
When Snowy began to receive threatening letters from so-called clairvoyants, she became frightened. They warned her that unless she sent money, they couldn't divert the harm that was coming her way. Snowy had been badly beaten up in the late 1990s and was already vulnerable and afraid.
How have they got almost like the file, the DNA of your life and structure of your life? And who are these people to say what you will do or not do and what you will happen if you don't? When I go out in my chair at the moment, I do look round. I've never done that before. I've been a girl who's got in her chair, planned the day. Off to London I go, and I have a wonderful day. But at the moment, I don't like driving looking over my shoulder.
I got 4 buggies and about 8 foreign finches.
In Farnham, Sylvia had also been reeled in by the fake clairvoyants. Like Snowy, she felt threatened by warnings in their letters.
I was very scared with the letter that came to me one day telling me that if I didn't reply to this letter she'd sent me, I was going to come to harm. And don't go outside your door after 8 o'clock at night. And it really was frightening. I was terrified, you know. But that letter did frighten me. I was frightened to go out, and really, really horrible, because I didn't think they're not supposed to tell you horrible things, not really.
Others pretended friendship. Snowy sent regular monthly payments of over £25 to someone she believed was a druid called Richard Gent.
I think you thought you had a friend, and that friend has betrayed you. And he's passed on that what you would write between good friends, he's passed on.
With his reassuring picture and his Swiss address, Gent cynically manipulated his clients, selling them protective trinkets and advising them to take measures to avoid bad luck, such as not using the letter Q when talking to loved ones, and on Wednesdays avoiding opening drawers with their left hand. Yeah. No, I've got it right here in the just in the drawer. Left hand, Wednesday. Yeah, no, I've got it. Sorry, yeah. Can't. No, I'm still here. Yeah. No, it's just, you know, it's a Wednesday thing. Never open a drawer with your left hand on a Wednesday. Bad luck. Yeah. No, it's here. It is here. Can't use my left hand on a Wednesday. Everyone knows that. Yeah. No, good. Hello. Don't go. Wednesday.
Wait, I can't use this on a Wednesday.
I feel betrayed with him. I want to meet him face to face.
What would you say to him?
Well, A, you're a liar and a cheat. And the very, very roots of Druidism, which I've always had a deep interest in, you've broken every rule in the rule book. You've made a laughing stock to what, to a lot of people, is as sacred as what being Church of England or Catholic or any other. You've abused, and you've abused me.
Of course, there is no actual Richard Gent. He's an international company set up with the specific purpose of ripping off the vulnerable. The claims that he's a leading druid have infuriated genuine druids from Brittany and France, whose pictures were photoshopped and used in the fake clairvoyance promotional literature.
Le Grand Druide de la Gorsaise, mais auquel
This is a picture of the Grand Druid, but they've replaced his head with that of Richard Gent.
la tête de Richard Gent est à sa place.
The Breton Druids say it's completely against their moral and spiritual beliefs to take advantage of others. They say Druidism is about living in harmony with nature and one another and has no commercial aspect.
Et c'est absolument gratuit. Voilà.
It's completely free, it comes from the heart.
Oui. On ne manipule pas déjà les gens par la pensée.
We don't brainwash people and we're not there to steal from them.
Pour les voler. C'est du
This
vol.
is theft, it's lies, a scam and trickery.
C'est de la filouterie.
For many, that trickery has come at a price. Sylvia believes she spent nearly £500,000 in dribs and drabs ever since she was reeled in as an impressionable teenager.
First had these letters come to me when I was 18 years old. The first very two scam letters, which I didn't know were scam, and they came from Switzerland, right? Now these two people became quite friendly to me by sending me these letters, and I thought they were good people and nice, you know. And one's name was Christopher from Crystallise and the other one was Angela Angelstone, right? And they both said they could help me. One said by an inheritance that was due to me. The other one said I was going to have very good health, but they wanted £39 each for me to participate, and before they did anything for you, you had to send the money off, which I did. And I was looking forward to it because I really thought I was going to get some. But this went on for 58 years. And then I not only had two people, I had about 20 clairvoyants all saying they can help me because they all get to know each other and they say, oh, you want to send to her, she's a soft touch, which I was, and I was sending the money off, but because I believed in it, and I really believed.
Your integrity has been put on the line, and I think they're laughing all the way to the bank.
How does that make you feel?
Ashamed, actually.
In Southampton, Steve Whitelock only discovered his grandfather had spent his life savings on clairvoyance when he was taken to hospital, and Steve came across mysterious trinkets in his trouser pocket. He went on to discover 2 bin bags full of trinkets at his grandfather's home.
He admitted to me he'd been doing it for some time, couldn't put a figure on how much he'd spent, but it was a considerable amount, thousands we're talking. And at the end of it, he sort of broke down in tears and I think was very happy, relieved, but at the same time, there was a sense of embarrassment, which I said to him he shouldn't be embarrassed because, you know, these people are very clever, and when you read the letters, the wording lends itself to, I think all of us could pick something out of it that says, oh yes, I can resonate with that. As I've said to my granddad, I said, you know, whilst he's now sat there penniless in his home, he's been funding somebody else's lifestyle on the continent somewhere or wherever these people are in the world. They'll be living in a nice house, driving a nice car without a care in the world, cashing these cheques on a monthly basis and living the high life without one thought as to the damage they're doing to other people in their lives. And this has ruined my granddad's life. It's ruined it. You know, the last years of his life, having worked so hard, have been ruined. Absolutely ruined. Just a bag of wood. That's the sort of stuff my guinea pig has in the bottom of his cage.
The regulatory authorities in Britain are well aware of this scam. It's been going on for decades.
Hello, National Trading Standards Scams Team, Louise speaking.
But apart from trying to warn potential victims and disrupt the mail to stop it getting through, they've done almost nothing to trace the perpetrators, claiming that international frauds like this are too hard to investigate.
Why do you disrupt and not prosecute?
Resource. In my opinion, I think disruption is more effective, and we can tackle a lot more companies if we disrupt them. If I was, there's 4.5 full-time equivalents in the scams team. So if I was to say we were going to investigate one company, that would pretty much be the whole team on that for the next year to 18 months. So that would be all our resources thrown at one company. There are tens of thousands of scam companies, and we can effectively disrupt probably 2 or 3 per month at the moment with the resources that we've got. So that's the policy that we've decided to go down that road.
Some of the letters are posted in Prague, in Switzerland, in other countries in Europe, and the return addresses are mostly in Belgium and Holland. The European Parliament sits in Brussels, in Belgium, yet my local MEP tells me there's nothing she can do about this, and neither can my MP. So it begs the question, if they can't do anything, and the countries where the strongest powers in Europe sit can't do anything, who can?
Too hard to investigate? Well, we contacted RTS, the Swiss broadcasters in Geneva, where many of these so-called clairvoyants claim to be based. Could François Roulet succeed where the force of British regulation had failed? Well, it didn't take him long.
Oui, bonjour Monsieur Imbert, c'est François Roulet de la radio-télévision suisse. Je vous appelle toujours à propos de Candela SA.
His search led him to Plan-les-Ouates in Geneva and an apartment with a suspicious quantity of razor wire protecting it. A rather strange red bear in the garden and an even more extraordinary number of postboxes. One of which belongs to a company, Devo SA, the fraudsters who operate the Richard Gent scam. The man who provides the respectable address for this anything but respectable company didn't want to talk.
Oui, bonjour, on est de la radio-télévision suisse.
I'm not prepared to answer any questions. And this is private property.
So this is our man.
Perhaps as the Swiss male pole dancing champion, you wouldn't expect Olivia Koenig to be easily embarrassed. But that gave me an idea. You see, despite emailing Mr. Koenig and asking him to explain why he acts for international fraudsters,
Tell me it's finished.
we couldn't get him to answer any of our questions. But we knew he'd entered a major pole dancing competition, which might give us the opportunity for a close encounter.
That one he's copied from me.
Lean backwards. Now cross your legs.
What better way to get up close and personal than to go in for the competition myself? All I needed was a bit of training and a video to demonstrate my ability. I mean, how hard could it be?
Nice. Yes.
Can you believe it? The organisers declined my entry.
With a flourish.
But we decided to head for the competition anyway. Ah, Geneva. The jet d'eau, all those banks, all that rain, and of course, competitive pole dancing. Well, that is bad news. We've just heard that Olivia Koenig has been disqualified from tonight's pole dancing competition due to a rule breach. Would you believe that? So in order to catch him, we need a second plan. So this is plan B. This is where Olivier Koenig lives, and we know he's in because we can see him through the window. We'll see if we can get him to the door and try and get some answers.
J'écoute.
Bonsoir, j'ai une livraison pour Monsieur Koenig. Monsieur Koenig? Oui, it's John Cuttill from the BBC. Why are you admin for a Clairvoyant scam which is ripping people off in the UK? You got nothing to say at all? We just want to know why you're involved in a scam that's ripping people off. No. Well, we got past the front door, didn't get any further than that. We know he's in there, but he refuses to give us any answers at all about who he's working for and why he's involved in a scam which is ripping off hundreds of people in the south of England and taking thousands of pounds out of their bank accounts. We'll be passing on Olivia Koenig's address to the authorities, but we won't be holding our breath. You see, there's a reason these con men use addresses in Switzerland. The authorities there say they think people should know better than to send money to these sorts of companies, even if they are elderly or vulnerable, or they've been groomed into believing that their good fortune depends on fake druids and worthless trinkets from scores of clairvoyants using Switzerland for cover. Now, I know we've had a bit of fun with that story, but for the victims, it's anything but a laughing matter. Swiss police tell us they will take complaints seriously. So if you've been affected, why not email me, john.cuthill@bbc.co.uk, and I'll pass your stories on.